Today we are hosting the Professional Mentoring Program 2024 information session. Some introductions. I am Joyita Mondal. I am with CPHR BC Yukon. I am the Professional Mentoring Program Manager. We have with us today Brian Anderson from MentorCity. He's a Customer Success Manager. We also have our team of Member Relations Manager, Queen Davy, Carolyn Taylor, Rita Kohler, and Tim Reed. Agenda for today's presentation. We'll begin with the participation overview. We talk about the key highlights, the program timeline, roles and responsibilities, setting yourself up for success, how you would apply to the program. We'll consider some FAQs. MentorCity overview would be taken by Brian Anderson, and then some questions. Participation overview. Commit for a period of 4 months. So the program has been shortened to a 4-month period now. Set aside a minimum of 1 hour every month to connect. Track your interactions using the MentorCity platform. Please be prepared for all the meetings. Use agendas. Prepare relevant questions before you meet your mentoring pair. Please sign the mentoring agreement and confidentiality agreement. This will be available to you on the MentorCity platform. Please contact me if you're having trouble connecting with your partner. Please do it at your earliest so I can help you set with another partner. CPHR, BC, and Yukon member in good standing throughout the program is necessary so that you can participate throughout the program. Some key highlights. So our program, as we mentioned, is shortened to 4 months, and this is the second cohort. This will run from July to December. The professional mentoring program is now being administered with the online platform MentorCity. Using MentorCity, you will enjoy full autonomy in choosing and agreeing to your mentoring partners. The online platform is designed to be very user-friendly, and it is equipped with seamless mentoring process throughout your entire mentoring relationship. Mentors may choose to mentor a student one-on-one or in a cohort. This is completely a mentor's decision. I will talk a little bit about the 2024 program timeline. We are here at June 17th. Today is the optional info session, but all the registrants are going to get a copy of today's presentation as well as the recording. June 24th to July 5th is where all applications will open via our online store. I'll talk about it in the future slides. July 8th to July 12th, mentors and protégés would be given access to the MentorCity platform, and you can build your profiles or edit it in case you have already been participating in cohort 1. July 15th to July 31st, self-matching begins. July 31st is the deadline for finding and accepting a match on the MentorCity platform. August 1st to December 2nd is the 4-month period when the cohort 2 will run. So this information is also available on the website. You can find this there. I'll go over the roles and responsibilities of a protégé. Please develop clear goals and share your objectives with your mentor. Utilize the platform, and also you are tasked with sending an invitation to the mentor. Initiate scheduling of regular meetings. Please plan an agenda in advance so you could utilize your time. Allow some flexibility because I understand everybody is busy. This is, of course, something that we are trying to help you with. So please be flexible and try to accommodate as much as possible when it comes to time and places when you are meeting with your mentoring partner. Be willing to be coached and ask for feedback. Be non-defensive about it. Sure, the mentors are to help you achieve your goals. Do not cancel meetings unexpectedly, please. And if you have something that is very crucial you need to handle, please let your mentor know. Refrain from requesting job or internship positions. Professional mentoring program is here to help you with your goals. This is not a program to help you find a job. Roles and responsibilities for mentors. Utilizing the MentorCity platform, mentors are tasked with accepting at least one protege of their choice that they think it would be a good fit for them. And please adhere to the timelines on the professional mentoring program web page. Give sound, constructive, tactful, and honest reviews of your protege's progress. Please practice active listening. Accept the protege as a legitimate colleague, and they have high potentials. So please help them get their self-confidence in. Provide help and serve as a sounding board with and like be the person the protege looks up to. Here are some roles and responsibilities of CPHR, BC, and Yukon, and these are some responsibilities that I will partake. As a program manager, I will oversee the MentorCity platform and support and provide information to participants about the program. I will advise participants of any information related to the program, about information sessions, special dates, deadlines, upcoming news, resources, updates. Our program is self-guided using the platform, so you would be the person who would be required to find a match for yourself. The program manager will send out feedback survey, so I would send out a feedback survey towards the closing of the program. I will address issues brought to my attention in timely manner. Setting yourself up for success. Please be flexible with the meeting times, dates, and formats. Discuss expectations and boundaries from the very beginning. Summarize each meeting, set up the next meeting right away, depending on your schedules. Utilize the MentorCity platform or the app to plan your agenda, discussion topics. Please be prepared for your meetings. Try attending events together. They may be virtual or in person. This will help you build your skill set and build your rapport as well. Respect each other's time and commitment. And most importantly, have fun. Be curious, be open to new things, share your knowledge, and build a great connection. Enjoy the journey. Here is how to apply. So the applications are not open yet. They are to open from June 24th, and it will be open till 5th of July. So you need to log into your member profile, go to the online store, and you would find these 3 application methods. If you're trying to be a mentor only, please use the first one, that is mentoring program, mentor application. If you want to apply just to be a protege, please use the second one, that is mentoring program, protege processing fee. And the third one is mentoring program, both mentor and protege processing fee. So this would be for participants who are willing to be a mentor as well as a protege. Click on select item and complete the transaction. For mentors, there are no charge for application. For proteges and for participants seeking to be both a mentor and a protege, the fee would be $25 for student members and $35 for members. Here is a quick screenshot. So when you just log into your profile, look at the top of the screen, you would see online store. And then you would be able to see all these 3 icons that you could choose accordingly and then complete the transaction to register. You will receive a confirmation email from mentor@cphrbc.ca once you have completed registering yourself to the mentoring program. You will receive an email from CPHRBC Yukon at mentorcity.com with the link and details to MentorCity platform to start building your profile. You can expect this email on July 8th. At this time, you will not be able to send or approve requests. For returning participants, for people who have already participated in cohort 1, for you do not need to create a profile again. Your profiles have been saved. You can choose to edit it if you want to. I will open access to participants to send requests from July 15th to July 31st. This is the time when all protégés are expected to go through the mentor list and can send in requests to mentors. Mentors, for you, once you receive an invitation, you have 3 days to respond to it. You can choose to decline a request. Some FAQs. So I will go over these quick questions here. You can always download the FAQ document from our website to learn more. First question, as a mentor, how many protégés can I have? So you can have a minimum of 1 to a maximum of 3 protégés. How many mentors can I have? All the protégés can have 1 mentors each. Can I be both a mentor and a protégé? Yes. What if I already have a mentor or protégé that we have agreed to work with? So both the mentor and the protégé needs to apply through the professional mentoring program online store. And when you do that, you will be able to find each other once the matching opens and can send a request. What if I want to continue with my mentoring relationship with my past partner from cohort 1 of PMP 2024? So in this case, you do not need to return to the professional mentoring program. You can continue your mentoring journey beyond the program, outside the platform. For that, in case you're questioning about the CPD hours, you can get about 20 CPD hours outside using your being a part of the mentoring program outside the platform. You can find more details from summary of qualifying activities from the website. But if you're a part of the professional mentoring program, trying to find a new mentor, then you can get 10 CPD hours for each year. Can student members apply? Yes, all student members can apply. Now I'll hand it over to Brian Anderson to take us to the platform. Over to you, Brian.
Thanks, Naida. So I'm going to share my screen and give you a full walkthrough of the platform. So when you first log into MentorCity, it'll take you right to your dashboard. This is especially true for returning members. It will take you to your dashboard. For new members, ones who haven't been in the platform yet, the system is just going to take you right to your profile. But for existing members, there's 2 different ways to get to your profile if you want to take a look at it and update anything. There is this edit button right on the dashboard. You can click that. Or up here, you can click on edit profile, and that will take you to your profile as well. Please fill this out in as much detail as you can. Particularly, there's a couple of different ones you need to look out for. The time zone is really important. Make sure that time zone is set properly. The development areas, right now, I'm a mentor on the platform. Sorry, I'm a mentee on the platform. So it's asking me for my development areas. If I was a mentor or if I was both, then I would see specialized skills and development areas if I was both. This is really just the spot in where to put all of your skills that you want to develop, or that if you are a mentor, the skills that you can help someone else in. This is where you would put that in here. Then fill out all the rest of the information here. And go to, Now, in employment, fill out this in as much detail as you can, especially with the industry and job function, company name, and job title. Now, you can add more positions if you want to give kind of a full description of your work history. It's not necessary, though. And then the third page is the competencies. So the competencies is just really another layer of the matching. Your matches and your administrators can't really see what you've put here. So be as honest to yourself as possible. Um, you're just going to be doing yourself a favor. If you start lying on this stuff, or maybe make it seem like you're more knowledgeable in certain skills than you actually are, the matches aren't going to be as useful to you then. So take some time, fill this out. It just takes a couple minutes to do, but again, be honest and true to yourself. And when that's done, you can click on Save and Find Mentor/Protege, and it will take you back to the dashboard. A couple of things you want to do before you can start matching with somebody. Right now, you can set up your meeting availability. So that's like the first thing you should do before you start matching with somebody. So under meeting availability, click on Edit. And it gives you a chance to kind of update your time to your time zone again, make sure that that's correct, and then set the days that you're usually available. So this is like, think of it like calendaring. So you're just setting usually when you're available. You can see here that I have a pretty typical 9 to 5 type of schedule. If I want to tighten this a bit, I could put 10 to 4. But those are usually the times that I am available at. And Saturdays and Sundays, I'm completely unavailable. I can also sync my calendar. So we have the ability to sync an Outlook.com calendar and a Google Calendar. What this will do is it will pull down the information about your meetings, not what those meetings are, but just that you have something. So if, let's say, on a Monday, I'm completely booked up in my calendar, MentorCity will reflect that, and no one will be able to book a meeting with me for that one Monday. So using both the set availability and the syncing the calendar, you can get a pretty good determination of when you're available to your connection. And then you also have a spot for the mobile phone number here. This mobile phone number is not viewable by anybody. Even your administrators aren't going to be able to see this. And all that does is, if you have a meeting coming up, the system will send you a text message an hour before that meeting's supposed to start, just as another reminder that you have that meeting coming up. Okay. Now, you've set all that up. Now it's now the 15th, and you can start looking for a match. How to do that is, I am a mentee in this program, so I can see mentors here. I can click on. So if I go into mentors, I can click on here and I can view a list of the mentors that are available to me. Okay, I can click this little icon, and I can start searching for a particular set of skills, or if I know someone is in the platform and I want to work with them, I could type in their name here or their email address here, and I can find that specific person. Or I could search by any one of these topics as well. Okay. Now you'll see this little rating system here. The top rated matches are always going to be up at the top. Okay, so I can see that this person here is the best for me based on what I have in my profile. That's why it's important to put as much information in your profile as possible, and for that third page to have it as honest as possible. So if I click on this person's name, I can then view the rest of their profile, and I can start sending them an invite. So I could just send this off and click on send invite, and it will send it exactly like this, or I could type out a personalized message to them. Some advice I have for you for that message is, don't make it too overly long. Keep it to 3 or 4 or even less than that sentences, just kind of explaining why you want to work with this person in particular. Was it a skill that they had, or was it something in their background that you saw from their profile? What made you want to reach out to them? And then click on send invite. Now, what happens is an email gets sent to them. They can view your profile and they can either accept or they can decline your invite. If they accept it, then it becomes a relationship and it moves on to the next step, which I'll show you in a second. If they decline it, however, they do have the ability to send a quick personalized message about why why they've declined your invitation. So don't take it personally. Just think of it as there's someone else better out there that could help me out more. Okay. Now, when they do accept, you'll get an email saying that your relationship has been established, and you can go to the connections page to view that relationship. And what that looks like is their name will either be under the mentors or the protégés, depending on what your role is. So I was a mentor. Sorry, I was a mentee. So this person would have been under my mentors. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to click on my completed one just to kind of show you what that looks like. It looks the exact same as a relationship that's ongoing. So I can click on Quinn's name here, and there's a couple of different things that I can do. First of all, I can click on up here, and I can start writing a message to her, right? So that's the first thing I would suggest. Reach out to whoever accepted your invite, or if you're the one who accepted the invite, reach out to them and just kind of introduce yourself more, get talking to them, and just get to know each other. So I can go, hi, looking forward to working with you. And then I can click on send message, right? And they'll be able to get that message and respond to that message right away. Now, we do have a delay, a 5-minute delay with a notification of a message getting sent out. And that's so that you can freely use this, talk back and forth, and then you don't have a meeting, you don't have 20 meeting messages in your email about messages that you already know about. So if that message goes unread for more than 5 minutes, then an email gets sent out. So when I send this message to Quinn, she's not going to get an email about it until 5 minutes after I've sent it, as long as that email as long as that message is unread. If at the 3-minute mark she reads that message, then no email is going to go out. Okay. So Quinn and I have spoken back and forth a couple of times. We've now decided to start setting up a meeting. So now I can click on schedule meeting, new. I can set the duration. So we have 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, 60, 75, and 90 minutes. We have the location, which is the MentorCity video conferencing. And then we have frequency. So we do have the ability to do reoccurring meetings. So we do have every day, it reoccurs every day, every week, every month, or every year. Okay. Now, this is where the set availability comes into play, because the system is only going to let you book a time that both of you are available. Okay, so I've said in my set availability that Saturdays and Sundays I'm completely unavailable. So I cannot click on any of the Saturdays or Sundays. Right. Now, if Quinn said that Mondays and Tuesdays she's unavailable, then that is 4 days out of the week where we are just not going to be able to meet at all. So I can check here, and it looks like the 25th we can meet. That's a Tuesday, and we can meet at 12 and 12:30. Those are the only 2 times we have available, because both of us have our calendars synced. We have our availability set. and we just know that those 2 times are the times that we can book. So when you're going about trying to book something with your mentor, with your mentors or your proteges, just keep that in mind. That you can't say, "Yeah, we'll meet June 17th at 5 p.m." because one of you guys might have in your meeting availability that day isn't set. So just make sure that you have that conversation and that if your connection is in a different time zone than you, because that starts to get confusing as well. But the system makes it really easy. I know that 12 o'clock here, when I'm in Eastern time, I know 12 o'clock means 12 o'clock my time. When Quinn gets that meeting invite, it's going to be updated for her time. So the time zones automatically kind of recalculate based on what time zone you have in your profile. That's why it is so important to have the time zone in your profile. So I'm going to set it for the 25th at 12. Click on send request. And now a meeting invite goes out to her. She can accept or decline that meeting invite. Again, she can cancel that meeting invite as well. And at any time, I can click on this button here to send Quinn a message. So like Jaido was saying earlier, if you do need to cancel a meeting, make sure you just let your member know that before you cancel that meeting. You'll see that number of meetings went up by 1 and the number of hours went up by 30. As long as you do everything within MentorCity, you won't have to worry about setting your number of meetings or number of hours. The system will automatically do all that for you. So now let's say that we've had a conversation, we've booked our first call, and now it's time for the first call. A couple of different ways you can get to the meeting. The first way is I could just click on the scheduled meetings, the one upcoming meeting, and I can see that location is here. I could just click on that location. It will bring me right into the call. Another thing I can do is click on this button here, and that will also bring me to the call. Click on join. Make sure if your browser asks, make sure you give your browser access to your camera and your microphone. And the camera there we go. So now we can have a face-to-face conversation. We do have some backgrounds that can be applied, some virtual backgrounds, and I can blur backgrounds as well. I can even upload my own background. If you have like a company background that you want to use, you can for sure do that. We have screen share ability, so I can share my screen with my mentor or vice versa. And then we have this chat functionality here, and you'll see that this chat functionality works as the previous chat functionality that I showed you. It's all the same thread. So everything that you've discussed or any information that is shared back and forth during a meeting, it stays with you within those messages. So you're never going to lose access to that data. And then I can click on this hang up button here, and that will take me back to what we call the message hub, this window here, and I can then write down some notes or some minutes from that meeting, or I can put down some action items that we need to work on. Okay, back to connections for a minute. Mentoring agreement. So the mentoring agreement is something that I suggest everybody fills out. Now, I say everybody, but it's only one person within the relationship that needs to fill this out. But it should be a conversation between you and your protege or vice versa. You can kind of decide together who fills this out. But what I would recommend is during the first call, your first meeting, one person brings up this document, and you both discuss it. You both discuss what the answers are going to be. Then that one person who has it up, they fill out this whole document, and then they click on submit. Once they click on submit, then you can go in, you can click on mentoring agreement, and you can see all of those responses that got put on. We do have a note section here. These notes are not shared between the mentors and the mentees. They are strictly for your own your own benefit. If you think of something that you want to talk to your mentor about in between meetings, then you can put it all here, and that way everything's saved within MentorCity. So if you're continuing on with the program after the fact, then you could still go into your notes, see the notes that you took, any information that you want to note or write down to yourself can be put here. Then we have a goals section. So I can put goals as the mentor. I can add goals for myself, but my mentor can also put goals for me. So I could say give a presentation, and I want that to be due by the end of July. Right? I'm going to make it an urgent one. And back to goals, I can see that that goal is there with the due date. My mentor will be able to see that goal, and I can click on it, and that means that that goal is now achieved. Now, some other things to bring to your attention. We do have a resource section, right? So we have some resources for protégés and some for mentors. And these really just help you out if you're having if you're getting stuck with your relationship and don't kind of know where to go next. Chances are you'll find an answer to where you should go now in one of these links here. These are also mentoring conversations. These are videos and some podcasts about what it means to be a mentor, some different stories that people have shared about their relationships. Events. So there's no events posted right now. Keep an eye on this, though. Your administrators might post something throughout the cohort. And then we have discussions. Again, nothing here right now, but again, keep an eye on this. You'll get an email if something comes up. But we do have an app. So you can download this app on your phone or your tablets, and you can kind of do everything that I've just shown you from the app, even video calls and scheduling calls, finding a mentor. You could do all of that through the app. And like I said, we have one for Android and one for iPhone. And the last thing to bring to your attention is this box down here. So if you have any issues with MentorCity, you're getting stuck with something, something's not working for you, you can type something in here, click on send feedback. A copy of that goes to your administrators, a copy of that goes to MentorCity. We'll be able to come up with a solution and contact you about that, usually by email. But your administrators might reach out via phone as well if it's that big of an issue. And that's really it. That's MentorCity. Everything's kind of laid out in front of you. And again, you do have this little help box here if you do need that. Thank you very much, and back to you, Jaida.
Thank you so much, Brian. That was really helpful. We are waiting on the questions, and when we do that, I would also like to touch upon the fact that for cohort 1, if you wish to continue with your mentoring pair, you will not be able to find the same mentor on the platform. So having said that, what happens is when you try to find the same mentor, MentorCity would say that this relationship is done. So this is also a reason that why you want to, if you want to work with the same person, you can just take it outside the platform and continue there.